After the hype of Jupiter airdrop on Solana, there has been a lot of attention to the Solana ecosystem. Well, Jupiter was only in January. We got the whole 2024 with the bull run, and there's going to be lots of airdrops. And today we're looking at the top 5 airdrops that you need to start farming right now. We jump straight onto the laptop, and yes, the first one is Jupiter, because Jupiter is going to have a second round of airdrop. And how to qualify for this airdrop? Well, you need to do all of the actions right here on the jupiter.ag, which by the way is also the place where you can buy Jupiter if you are interested in buying Jupiter. I've seen a few comments on my video and how to buy Jupiter. Well, with Solana or any other token, USDC, BSOL, whichever you got, you just come over here and then to receive down here Jupiter. So with, for example, the Solana that I have, 0.2, I could buy 30 Jupiter token. And this is how you are able to buy. So going to the Jupiter round 2 ecosystem and how to earn the airdrop, what is the best way? Well, the best way is to do a swap over here, limit order, and a swap can be simple as this. Or for example, I got BSOL, it is completely the same, but I want to go and swap the 0.26 BSOL for 48 Jupiter. Okay, I will go and swap it over here. I will confirm it. I will receive 28 Jupiter token, which by the way, I'll keep for the long run because it is, I think it's gonna go high. But simple as that, we did one swap. Do you want to do another swap just for, to do a few swaps? You go and convert them back. So you go and put Jupiter into BSOL. We swap them back for a little bit of a transaction fee lost. Yes, like we could lose the transaction fees, but transaction reverted. So we could try again and sell the Jupiter for the BSOL, but we're not gonna do it. And instead, we're gonna keep the Jupiter and do, for example, limit orders, which is buying and selling when the token goes up and down on each pair that you want. Dollar cost average, you're able to bridge, this is very important, bridge of the Ethereum to Solana and vice versa. Like this, you're also able to earn the all bridge core airdrop as well as the potential D-bridge and Mayan airdrop right here. But I have a all in-depth Jupiter airdrop number 2 video. But also the other thing is the perpetual, which you're able to go long or short on a token. So for example, we are looking at the Solana over here. I'm gonna say that it's gonna go long. The size of the long, I would say 0.10, so just keep it like this on a leverage of, I would say 10x. So my dilution price is at $89, gonna be liquidation price. We could also keep it at a 5 to 7x just to be safe. So we just open a long just to have a few transactions here on the Jupiter for the second round of the Jupiters. And by the way, when you do a perpetual, it is very risky because if you do a 5x long like I've done, it means that if it goes up 10%, it goes up 50%. It multiplies by 5. If it goes down, it multiplies by 5 as well, my loss. So it is very much risky. But I will just leave it here for a while and come back to it later. The next airdrop, and this is Stake. Now, this one is if you have Solana and you do not want to utilize a perpetual feature such as longing and shorting, lending and borrowing, that it could lead to impermanent loss and it could lead you to lose your money. This is another thing. And by stacking, you are super chill. Like you are able to stake token Solana. So the one that we have, for example, we are able to stake over here. The max Solana 0.17 is the Solana that we got. And we will receive around 0.15 Solana back. You click on stake and you stake Solana, you get BSOL back. So BSOL is 1-to-1 with Solana. Then if you want to unstake the token, you will have to lend and give back the BSOL that you have, and you will receive 29 Solana as you see here. So this is how it works. And by the way, the link for this is down below. Make sure to join my referral links down below for this one if you wish to support me. Thank you very much. So you stake Solana, you return BSOL. If you then want to get your Solana back, you can also sell BSOL, by the way, but if you want to get your Solana back, you need to give back the BSOL that you received, simple buy here, unstake, etc. And you are also able to refer friends, and that is completely up to you if you want. But the staking thing over here, it's really interesting, and I do think it works really good. Then, next up from Jupiter Stake, we got Drift. Now, Drift, in my opinion, and the referral link is down below, is a referral link only. just announce the point system. So points will also get you rank out of X amount of action that you need to take. For example, trader, market makers, and DLP. For example, for this one, how I will qualify for the airdrop, which has already been taken before the point, or one snapshot, not the airdrop snapshot. A few snapshots for early user have been taken before. But why do I like the Drift one more than, for example, we're gonna go and see Camino and Margin? Because Drift also only has 100,000 users, and that's the main thing. But as we're able to go and see, how do I farm the airdrop over here? Well, over here, I lend and borrow token, as you're able to go and see. I don't play with much. I lend out, I believe it is BSOL that I lend out, and I borrow MSOL against it. So I keep a healthy balance of $110 lended out to other users that can use it, and I borrow $63. And I do this with SOL, BSOL, and MSOL, so that all the token, if one goes up, the other one goes down. If one goes down, the other one goes down, and you're able to do it as well with stablecoin, for example, which theoretically all of these follow the same thing. The main one goes up, the other one goes up, etc. But the referral link is down below, and you do earn the possibility for the airdrop also if you are into the perpetual trade, in the spot trade, in the swap trade, to do all of the action. Absolutely yes, as we're able to go and see from my referral system over here, there is people with 30-day volume, and for this one you do need to invest. It's not that you just sign up and it's free. You do need to invest in this one to be able to have the possibility of making money and or to earn the airdrop. I also want to throw a little one in here, and this is for all of you. This is not on the Solana network. This is for all of you that could have the BNB token for long-term investment, and this is kind of like Drift, just for the BNB token, and you will find the link down below. It's called Kinsa Finance, as you're able to go and see over here. I got 225 people entered through my referral, so thank you very much for the support. And what is this? Well, it's the same thing like before. It's a lending and borrowing platform, but instead of lending Solana, BSOL, MSOL, and all of the Solana ecosystem, you utilize the Binance token, so the BNB token and the pairing to it. My strategy for this one is that I do lend the BNB token, and I borrow SNBNB, so same value as the BNB token, and I utilize this one to go and lend and borrow. And as we're able to see, I lend 1.6k, I only borrow 700, so less than half, because I want to keep my health score in the green, so that the risk of liquidation and impermanent loss, which can happen in all of this one, you are in risk to lose money, especially with the lending and borrowing, could happen. I keep it safe. I also go and lend out to the one that I borrow to have a little bit more points to my name, and $4.6 of USDC. And as we're able to go and see here, you make points by lending and borrowing and referring friends. So thank you very much if you do join this one. But back to the Solana ecosystem, the one that I do like after Drift, which in my opinion is the best lending and borrowing, also because of the possibility of so little people farming this compared to, for example, MarginF, which we're gonna go and talk in just a second. It has 300,000 people. So stick to Drift that it only has 100,000 people. The airdrop could be way bigger. But after Drift, it's also Camino. Now, Camino is about to launch the referral program, and eventually, if you're looking at this video later on, you will find it down below. But Camino, just like Drift, has the possibility to borrow and lend the token, which I also do over here. I supply the KGTO Sol and I supply the MSOL, and I borrow the Solana over here. Another thing that I could do, as I do have the token right now, the Jupiter, I can supply the Jupiter and I could put them to work if I wanted to. And I think I will do just that. So I will utilize for the lending and borrow, I will give my Jupiter token for the platform to be able to lend. So I do also earn some points or eventual airdrop points for the for the Jupiter lending over here, which by the way is $29. It's not some crazy numbers, but it does go and help the point that I make, as you do make 1 point per dollar lent. This is 30 extra point every day, as we're able to go and see here. We have it on my breakdown. You do earn points for lending and borrowing, and eventually it will be also the airdrop situation. But this is how I go and farm also the Camino, which I am ranked 60,000, yes, but if you look at the grand scheme, there are 180,000, so I'm in the top 30%, which could potentially be a good place to find myself in for an airdrop. And eventually, if there are more airdrops that come in, I will put more money to work on this one. Of course, when it comes to the airdrop and you do earn an airdrop and do receive an airdrop, always remember to take profit. Very important. You can reutilize the funds to go and implement more airdrop, yes, but always take profit. Super, super important. After Camino, which you are able to borrow and lend over here, so you can supply to lend and borrow. Remember, always keep it, as you're able to see here, I lend approximately $150 and I only borrow 30 of it. I could borrow more, but the loan health, I do want it to be strong and I do want to be safe with it, but I could borrow, for example, this one, and the health would go a bit risky. I could borrow and the health would go still a bit risky. So it is up to you how you want to play it. I just want to do it on a simple yet safe way to do it without risking impermanent loss. After Camino, which by the way, you also find the MarginF link down below, is MarginF. As we said before, it is probably one of the most lucrative airdrop in the Solana ecosystem, yes. But as you're able to see, with 100,000 points, and if you do want to join all of them, go for it. Like if you farm through airdrop, is great. I am ranked 31,000 with 100,000 points. Over here with this number 4 icon, so we got the Discord, the Twitter, the book, and this one, you're able to go to the Grafana website over here, and this tells you how many accounts there are farming the airdrop. We got nearly 300,000 accounts farming it, which in one way, for me personally, talking to you, yes, I am 31,000, so I'm in the top 12%, which could result in a good airdrop, and I'm super happy for it. And I could go and keep on farming and also lend, for example, the Jupiter instead of in Camino. I could do it here and earn an extra, extra points per day, actually 30 points per day, which could be great, absolutely, yes. But, we have it over here. But I think that this one is very competitive as an airdrop, and I do think that Camino and Drift are easier in terms of, especially Drift, in terms of the user amount. Camino also really nice, which by the way, in Camino you can borrow land and also provide liquidity, which I do have it, as we're able to go and see. I didn't show you this in my portfolio. I provide liquidity as well, so I'm a little bit on all of those. And then for MarginF, I do lend and borrow the token, so we're able to go and see here. Here's the one, so I lend MSOL, the one token from the airdrop, Blaze token from the airdrop, and the USDC, which, by the way, the Blaze token, if you want to stay here, you also get Blaze token while staking this. So it's a 2-in-1 airdrop. But this is what I do, and I borrow this amount. So it's probably my biggest bug, but I am keeping it like this and working my way with Camino, with Drift, stacking Solana as well, if you have token to stake, and also Kinsa if you do have Binance token. But I hope this one was something for you to learn and understand a little bit more. These are my top 5 picks, as we said, Solblaze, Camino, Drift, MarginF, as well as Jupiter round 2, which is very, very important. It's not over for Jupiter, like there is still a round 2. I think only 10% of the airdrop allocation has been distributed as of now. And then if you got token, there is Kinsa Finance that allows you to stake token if you go, or better, lend and borrow token on the Binance chain. If you do have BNB for the long term and you feel you know what you're doing with this thing, as I said, the easiest way, not the easiest way, but the one that is the less risky, but there is also the risk, always the risk of losing money, is to lend the BNB and borrow SNBNB. Theoretically, they should go one-on-one, hand-in-hand. One goes up, the other one goes up, one goes down, the other one goes down. So that's why, at least that's my strategy, and this is what I showcase you, my strategy on this airdrop. But it's up to you to do it. With that said, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out the other video I posted today. I post twice a day. Come and join my Telegram community. And with that, I see you all in the next video. Ciao, guys.